Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Is it on?
It's on.
It's on? Okay.
Let's see.
Let's see if we're getting the sound. Okay, we're having a little difficulties with the sound, but you're able to see that this was the exact same box that I made last week, and right on camera, I did this bead and this bead. And the rest I did at home, but it came out beautiful. And this is the one that was the one that had the bicycle inside. And I showed you this, okay? So I decided to do something different, and I put the rods all on the side. Instead of doing the beads, I did the rods, and I did the beads only on the ends. You see, on the ends I did the beads, and I did the rods all around. See how that is? Also, I decided to go in a little bit. So even made it curve ends. Are we getting the sound? So these are the two that I started. This is the bottom of the cheese box, and this was the top of the cheese box. And we made two individual boxes. Okay. So those are...
I'll be right back. Keep going.
Okay. Now this is a box that I created also last week. No, during the week when I bought my tea, and this was full of tea bags, okay? And I decided to make a little box out of the empty box. So I wanted to do something different. I thought of, instead of rolling them, taking the rolled rods and flattening them out, and then using them on the outside. This one I slanted them. This one is just straight up, but these are flattened rods here. Instead of using them round like this, I flatten them and glued them on, which makes a whole different design, a different scape. But I used the beads on the end, and then I decided to frame that diagonal part with small beads all around. You see how that is? See, that's beautiful. I'm loving this. It came out really nice. I'm always experimenting, coming up with different designs. And once you start doing this, you'll do the same thing. This is another small box. Now inside, I like to come up with something a little saying or a special picture or something inside the box. Okay? And this one, it says, find your joy. That's what it says inside. And all over the inside are pictures of flowers. Okay? Isn't that beautiful? A lot of blues and whites. Beautiful. Okay? Let's see. Hard to see the colors. Some of it is so bright. It's hard to see all the colors. I don't know whether to move it back or move it forward to see the colors better. But these are beautiful. Okay, so that's an update on the boxes. For more information on how to do the boxes, you can go on the YouTube channel and you can look up decorative boxes, which is the video I did last week. And it will show you the videos of how I start from scratch with a box, okay? Now, this week, I'm going to do trays. This was one of the first trays that I made. And this is the inside of the tray, which I use the rods and glue them on the inside, and that makes the inside surface. And then I also use just pieces of paper. I cut up colorful magazine sheets and then glue them in a pattern that just catches my eye, and that creates a design. And there again is a word. You can always look for a word somewhere. You get a word. So this word is roots. Very interesting, right? So, okay. Now, when you're making a tray, this is like a top to a box, or sometimes when things are like bottles or jars or something are packed, they put a box of just a bottom on it, put things in, and then wrap it in plastic or something to hold it together. Well, if you go into, some of the big stores, they have these, they just throw them away, Now, Sam's Club, where they pile up stuff, boxes and box tops and everything, for people to put their groceries on, because, they don't have bags and stuff for you. So that's where I usually go and just pick out some trays like this. I call them trays, but they're just box tops or bottoms. Okay, so the idea was to cover the outside and on the inside, but not necessarily the bottom. But what I do all over, before I even do the decorative part, is I take junk mail, which is all those letters and stuff where they send you in the mail saying, you've been approved for credit, and they give you an envelope full of all kind of papers and all that. That paper is really, really good for what I do, because it's cheap paper. So when you cut it up, and I cut it up into like triangles, like large triangles, and this is what I do. I glue it on, all on the outside and all on the inside of a box. And I do the same thing with trays. I cover the whole inside everywhere with the junk mail. And that reinforces the box, that makes the box hard like a piece of wood. Okay? And so I do that first, let it dry thoroughly, because when you're gluing, the whole thing, it wets the box, and it has to dry thoroughly, at least overnight. Then you can decorate. Okay? So I will show you some that I have started. Like, this is a finished product. And you see I put some little beads on the end, That was the design of this particular one. But I have done so many. This is one, which was one of the first ones I made, and I just kept this one. I have a few that I just keep. One is a big one. Like, I was going to bring it today, but I didn't bring it today. It's so big, and but one day, because this is not going to be the last video I'm going to make, and I'm going to show trays. So, because, I keep coming up with different ideas, but one of these days you're going to get to see this big tray. It's about this big, huge, and it is made beautiful with beads all on the outside and the roll things all on the inside, beautiful. And I have taken that out when I have gone out to art festivals and fairs, craft fairs. I take it out just to show people what I'm able to do. Not to sell that, but I have been offered as much as $45, $50 for it, and I would not take it because I said, number one, it took me forever to make. Number two, it's phenomenal. I said, no, I can't sell that. That's mine, But, yes, so anyway, this is one of the first, and it's small, it's handy. And I take this actually, and I hang it up in my kitchen. Okay, I hang it up like this, so it looks like a picture. But if I have like a guest and we're going to sit in front of the TV or something and we're going to have a little snack, I put the snack on this, and this you can sit on your lap and you have, your little snackies on here, And so that's what I use these for. I use these for trays, okay? All right. Also, it's decorative because I hang this up in my kitchen. It makes a very colorful, kitchen decoration. Okay, so now let me show you. This is, you can see, this is the inside of another box, top or bottom. Actually, this is like a bottom. Okay, it has all the mail stuff all glued all on the inside, all on the outside, all on the bottom is this mail stuff. So it makes it hard. This one I've already started by coming up, and how I do, I just take a magazine, or maybe a few magazines, and I look through, and something usually catches my eye in terms of maybe a theme or maybe some colors of something, and I say, oh, okay, I like that. So then I start looking for other pieces of advertisement or pictures in the magazine that will go with that. Okay, this particular magazine, I think it must have been around, advertising, the whole article probably was about Easter and Easter eggs. So I thought that this is a tray that could be used in the kitchen, it could be used for food. I would take and cut out the Easter eggs. So now, that's what is here. It's all kinds of eggs and different pictures and colors, and that's what I did. I just took like some, like a page that had like predominantly black, and I cut it in 4 pieces, down the middle, down the middle. So I put one here, glued one here, so these, and glue the corner here, and glue the corner there. Those were, so if you see a little black, that's the original square that I glued on. Then I took different pages of eggs and just cut them out and glued them on. So it looks nothing like it did in the magazine. It's just all kinds of different kinds of eggs and colored eggs and whatnot. So this is very pretty, okay? Now this one has to be finished. I have to finish all around here and also on the inside, all around there, okay? And then I will glue in the rods in the bottom, okay? And then it'll be done. Now also, then I will do, after this, I will do something else on the outside here. What I might do is add beads like this all around, I might even put handles on it. And this is the way I would do handles. I make some large beads. I put them on the ends like that. I glue them on like that. And then I put smaller beads all on the inside of there. And then all on the outside, so all you see is these little handles sticking up. I made something like that before, and it looks very nice. So it makes like a nice little tray with handles on it, okay? So I made these because I had the idea to do that, okay? All right. So then, also, here's another one. See, that one was actually, you could see, those were eggs, okay? Now, this is to show you a whole nother ball game. This is just colors and shapes and designs, and I just cut and glue and cut and glue. And as I do it, sometimes I find a word, okay? So this word is great. So that says there, okay? This one, what's the word here? This has a word also. I didn't tell you the word on this one. Oh, this word is lovely. Lovely, lovely. Da, 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 da. See? Beautiful, beautiful. I don't know how that happened. I think the first couple of times it just happened. And I looked at it and it says, oh, there's a word there. It says such and such. Now I look for a word. And if I don't see a word, I find a word and stick it on. Because I like that idea of being a word. I think this was the first one. This one was the first one, the roots. Yeah, this was the first one that had the word, okay? So now they all have to have a word, okay? And sometimes the word is on the inside, okay? I like the word on the outside when it comes to the trays because on the inside, I'm putting the rods. You know, I like the idea of the rods being on the inside. Okay, so this is another one. Like I said, it's got to be finished. I've got to cover all on the outside. I got to cover all on the inside, not the bottom. That's not necessary because on the bottom, I'm gluing rods, okay? So you see, there you go. But this is to show you that you can use just your idea of color and design. You don't have to have pictures that you can recognize what it is. No, you cut up the picture, you know, and just, you know, come up with your own design, okay? Now, this is one that I'm always trying to do something different. And usually I make a tray that has the rods in the bottom, okay? This one, I decided, because of the picture, to leave the picture, to create a whole nother thing, okay? And so this is the inside of this one. It does not have the rods. The rods are on the bottom, okay? So there's no set rule. Oh, it does have the word. In fact, this one has a few words. One, it says B. I don't know, you can't hardly see it. It says B here. And then right in the middle, right here, it says, I'm not who will. Okay? Now, what that means to you, it's just a, okay? That's what it says. I'm not who will. All right? I like that. I like that. Okay, so you see the sides are all covered, the bottom is all covered. Now, it's just, all it has to do is be decorated all on the outside. The bottom is already done, okay? So this is the one I'm actually going to work with and complete today, okay? So you see the different ways and different stages of the trays, the completed. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is decide. Also, I want to emphasize one other thing. When you're doing the inside, make sure you cover the edge with whatever you're putting on the inside. Make sure you glue it all the way. It's big enough piece of something that goes all the way. So that edge is covered with the magazine. This edge is covered. And you can see little pieces, little triangles, because this is glued on the inside and then it came out and glued on the outside. So it covers this edge. Okay, you don't want that edge to be raw. You want it to be colored and covered. And that way, whatever you put on the outside, that is also finished. That edge is finished. And then it all gets coated with Mod Podge, you know, so it all gets protected. But it just has that finished look to the colors and the edge, you know. It doesn't look like, you know, just the edge of a cardboard, you know, it's covered. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I bought some beads, and I'm going to, I always put the beads on with hot glue. Okay, when I glue the rods on, I use hot glue. Okay? Because it sets up and glues up immediately. Okay. So, here we go. These, you gotta let it heat up, heat up, heat up. But this process I use to cover the inside or to cover the bottoms, like that, to cover the bottoms. Or when I'm making a smaller box to cover the inside. That process is just taking a piece of a magazine that has a lot of color and very little writing, which there are lots of, you know, fancy magazines that a lot of their advertisement, like, has a lot of design and not a lot, like, see this is a piece of paper. This whole thing could be cut up and used as part of a design to make, I would make jewelry out of that. You know, that's what I would do with that. And so, I'll show you what I do, how I look at it. Okay, look at that. That's just lipstick. But if you take that and cut it up into little pieces, little triangles. I like triangles. I don't know why. It just, they always, and because sometimes I need a smaller triangle, easy to cut, you know. But, so this is what I do, okay? Look at that. Now that would make a beautiful piece of jewelry. You can make a necklace and earring set out of this. You take that out and cut it up. Ah, the design. You know? You see? The colors and the design of a thing. Look at that. Ah, all of that. And then I'll show you what I mean. Oh, see? Sometimes you need that color. See? Look at that. See all that color? Cut that up and add it in with something else, you know, that has some of that color, but something that goes with that. So you need something solid to go with something that's kind of busy. Here you go. Okay, now I use the same process. While that's heating up, I can show you this really quick, to make earrings. Okay, these earrings I have on, I really don't need this. These earrings I have on are made with small beads, small round beads. I decided to make earrings out of them. Okay, I've made necklaces out of them. But here's another thing that I do. That's the same process as when I use, and this is what I'll show you. See? It's just a little piece of cardboard, cut into shape, and then I cut up the pieces, and I put them on, and then I put it together with some little beads. See? And I wish you could see them, because the little beads on the ring are very sparkly. I don't know. To me, they're not sparkling, but I mean, you know, I'm looking at the picture of me doing this, and you can't see it, but I see the sparkle. Like if I had them on and you were here, you would see the sparkle. But these came out really nice. But it's the same process. To make, okay, here's another one. Now this doesn't have the thing on it, but that's a necklace. I mean, that's an earring. Okay? It also has a little bead, okay? Oh, Missionary Lois Hudson is watching. Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. She said, beautiful. What a gift. Thank you so much. God is good. That's all I got to say. God is good. Okay? He continues to bless me, and he's just good. You know, he's good all the time. Yes, he is. Look at that. Now, these particular earrings, you know, this has like roses on them. Oh, red roses in black. Oh, these are nice. And nice because when you put the Mod Podge on them, it makes them shiny. So they sort of like, it's just paper, but you get that little glint. It's nice. Same process that I use for the trays. I make earrings. I make necklaces. Now, I don't think I have a necklace in here, but I make necklaces. I make big ones. I make small ones. Look at this. Beautiful. Look at that. It's purple and got little purple beads here. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice. I'll tell you, anybody interested in a home-based business, any kind of entrepreneurship, now these are just the rods. I just roll them up and then put them together and put them on there. Boom, boom. Okay? This is ideal. This is ideal. Everything you make is one of a kind. It can't be duplicated, you know, and there's so many people who like buying stuff that nobody else has, you know, and that's the hook. When I used to go out a lot. I don't so much now, but I used to go out to craft fairs and art festivals a lot. And that's the hook. Look at that. This is beautiful. Flowers. See? Beautiful. So it's the same process. Just cut it up and glue them on, and whatever catches your eye, that's it. That's it. Okay, I just wanted to show you that there's so little, so few basic techniques that I use repeatedly to create something different. Every time I make something, every tray I make is different. Everyone is different. Okay, so now here we go. This has got to be hot enough. Now we can start gluing, okay? So I'm going to start. I'm going to see what I have. And what I have here is a bunch of different sizes and shapes, okay? And one of the things I'd like to do is I like to put something on, like I'll use this, which I have made out of the rods, flatten it out, wrap it on something, glue it together, makes a ring, okay? Makes an oblong ring. Now you can do that and make an earring out of it, okay? I'm just saying. I also do it to put onto something like that. So what I would do always, it doesn't matter if it comes up a little bit over the edge of the tray, it doesn't matter that much, because the edge of the tray is covered. Like I said, very important that you cover that edge, okay? So what I like to do is when I'm gluing on, I try to sort of even it out, the bottom with the bottom of the tray, because you don't want something glued on to stick out below unless you do them all like that, and then you sort of elevate the bottom. And that's another, you can do that, but do that consistently, okay? So since this is going to be the bottom, and I want, you know, to rest on this, I'm going to make sure that something glued on is glued right on the bottom. So I'm going to show you how I use something like this to start my design. I'm going to put a bead of glue all around the edge, okay? Okay. So I'm going to put this in the middle, somewhere in the middle. It doesn't have to be exact. Just like I said. And when you get gluing it on, sort of press it in so that it connects. I'm pressing it on the inside and pressing it on the outside so that it connects. Okay? And that's it. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay, so that's on. And let's see what we have here. Okay. So I'm going to put another bead right next to it. And you just build up a design based on the different beads that you have made up. And I suggest, if you're doing a project, see, I'm just pressing it in. When you're doing a project, you sit down and make all different kinds of beads, you know. Different sizes, different kinds, using different things. See, I'm starting to come up with a little design, and the design sort of develops, you know. I don't sweat it, you know. I sort of like let it happen because these are one of a kind pieces of art. They make themselves, really. There you go. There you go. Now just press it to make sure it's connected all around. So, all right. Can you see that? So it's got, this is a bead, and this is a bead. And then the oblong one is here. Now I'm going to do something with that. I'm just not doing it right now. Okay. Now, of course, I'm not going to be able to glue all of these on and finish the whole project today, but next week I will bring this back and I will show you the finished product. Okay, so I'm going to glue this one on. There again, I told you I'm going to make this, I don't know if you can see that. I try to make it so it's even. Okay? Now I'm purposely putting that on the bottom and leaving that space in the middle because I'm going to put some small ones in there. Wherever you have some space, then you have some space to put one of the little smallies. And the little smallies just make the whole thing become just unique and original. So there you go. So now I have another thing I wanted to tell you. I have this, sometimes I see something, I see something and I say, oh, I could make a bead out of that. I could make a bead out of that. And what I had is I drink this tea and it comes in a little envelope, and inside the envelope it's like silver, but not a shiny silver, but a nice silver. And I just noticed it yesterday when I was making some beads, and I said, okay, I'm gonna make some tea. And I just take the tea bags and put it in the water and just let it render and then drink the water. I don't even heat it up or nothing. The tea that I drink is the hibiscus tea, and that's the one tea. I don't need sugar, I don't need honey, none of that. I just put it in there. I don't know why. I just can drink it. It's beautiful. But the inside of that bag, that box, it's like an envelope. I noticed yesterday it's like this silver. And I said, oh, I wonder I could do that and make a bead. So that's what I did. I took and started it off. I took and opened it up and made 2 squares. I rolled it up. And I started, okay, when I rolled it up, I got a small bead. But I made that like the center. So the center of this bead and this bead is this silver. And I said, wow, I'm never going to throw those envelopes away again. I'm going to make the center. Oh, here's another one. It has the silver in the middle, and then I put another thing that brings the color. So that's another thing. Hey, I keep seeing a bead. I keep saying, oh, shoot, I can make a bead out of that. Okay. So I'm going to show you how. See, I left that little space, then I put a smaller bead in the middle. You know? Now, okay. And this one, okay, let's see. Okay, this one is good. Okay. Oh, I like that. So sometimes you put something and it just fits. If it doesn't fit, you can get another bead, you know? Sometimes it doesn't fit because I tried to put it on the other side, it didn't fit. But I put it on this side and it fit right in that spot. You see that? Right there. You see how that fit right in there? So that's how I do it. And I just build up the design. Okay. So this is another one. Will fit right there. Very important that you press it from the inside and the outside so that it connects. You see how we're coming along with the design? Beautiful. Okay. Now. Okay. No, not that one here, this one. Okay, see that one's good. See, sometimes you go and you want to put in it, you say, no, that doesn't fit right. Just the right size. That's why you need all different size beads. Unless you want it all uniform. And then that would be another design. That would be another design choice. See? If you make them all the same, you know? I don't like same, you know? I like the variation. I like the variation in color. It just looks, I don't know, more ethnic, I think. Yes, I think it definitely looks ethnic. Yes, it looks like who I am, yeah. That's why I like the different size beads and the different colors and the texture in terms of the overall scape, like some are big in, some stick out, yeah, I like that. I like that. So here's a little small one. I want to show you how I can take a little small one. They all have a purpose. Some of them are really teeny. Okay, that one will fit in. So I have a spot right here. I put in the glue, and then I stick it down in there. And you can't hardly see it. It's so teeny tiny. Yeah. But I need that. I need that for the design. I need that. Okay. And I'm going to put another one. Usually I don't put them together like that, but hey, this one is going to have that. Okay. Look at that. It's working. It's working. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so now I'm going to do the bead on the top. So in order to finish this tray, I need to go home and make some beads because it takes quite a few beads to make a tray. So you can see how. Okay, this one is going to go here. And then some small ones there. Yep. Okay. It's different. It's different. love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, now, right at the bottom there's this space. So I'm going to put some smallies right there. Right there, some smallies. And I make these smallies out of receipts. I don't care where you go. And you get a receipt. Now you don't mind if you buy in Publix and you buy $100 worth of stuff and you got a long receipt. Okay, that's one thing. But you can get a long receipt and buy something that costs 50 cents. And they still give you a receipt this long. Well, I take those receipts. And a big receipt, easy. I make 4 beads. These are the white beads. All the little white beads in any of my art came from receipts. Okay? They want to load up my pocketbook with receipts for every little thing. Now they got so they ask you, oh, do you want a receipt? You know what I tell them? Yes, thank you. I used to complain. I don't complain anymore. I say, yes, thank you. Yes. Why? Because I'm going to make beads out of them. That's why. Look at that. See, it's coming along. Now that middle in here, I'm going to fill that with beads. And I'll show you. I'll show you. I'll show you. Okay. This one, I'm going to put this one in the middle. This has a great big hole. I don't know why I want to put it in the middle. I do. I'm going to put it in the middle. Okay. I'm going to put that in the middle. Okay. Right here in the middle. Okay. And then I have this one. Okay, now, ooh, this is a small one, but it's kind of thick, if you say. Okay, so since this sticks out, boom, boom, I'm going to put it in there. That's where I'm going to put it. Okay, I have to put more glue. Since I insist upon it. You can really buy these glue sticks that are very long, but they're kind of cumbersome also, so I don't mind. Okay, I'm going to stick that in there. Okay, see it's coming along. And this one I'm going to put on the top. Oh, I'm going to put that one right there on the top. I like that. I think I like that. Okay. Okay, so it's coming along really nicely. And you're seeing it. That right, the oval shape I filled in with beads. There's 3 beads in there. So you have the oval shape, but you also have 3 beads, and they sort of stick out. So that's how it's coming along. It's coming along. Yes, yes, it's coming along. Okay. So I'm going to, since I have so much green on this side, I'm going to have to put some green over here. I'm going to get carried away with one color. Okay. Okay. We got it. Oh my goodness. My time is almost up. We said we're going to keep these 1 hour videos, so we're not keeping you too long. But what I'm going to do is the next video, I'll bring back this tray, and I might even bring back my gigantic tray just to show you how a big one comes out, you know. But this is like really, this is going to be really, really nice. So I'm going to go all along the outside, and I'm going to put the beadwork. And you see this is already covered at the bottom. It's already covered inside. It even has some words in there, a message. And the message is, I'm not who will. I'm not who will. Okay? I like that message. All right. So now, that's it. That's it. And I think we are going to be done. I don't know how long we're going to let us finish. We're not going to finish, but I can just do a couple more spots. You know, do a couple of more spots. I could do a couple more. But you'll see. It's going to be really, 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 really nice. They all come out really, really nice. And then when you put the finish on them, oh, they look shiny and really nice. Really, really nice. And there's a little spot right here where I could put a little teeny tiny one. Okay. And I have some little teeny tiny ones that I make. Sometimes I buy those little lozenges, E. coli, T. coli, and the paper that they're wrapped in. I make them, I take them and make little beads out of them. And they go just where there's just a little spot. That is, it's all right to have a teeny tiny spot, but just some spots are just too big to leave empty. Got to put something there. And that creates a design. So, we are up to 12 o'clock today, so I'm going to probably have to end this one for now. And what I'm going to do is bring it back and show it to you next week. And I want you all to think about inviting someone to watch the video with you, live on Facebook, or go to my YouTube channel, Arts and Crafts by Liz Torrance. All right. And which is really good because you're able to see the videos over and over again whenever you have time to watch them and you want to start creating yourself. You can refresh your memory. Or you can share with someone who is artistic and who is willing to try something different, okay? It be a little adventuresome. Or someone who's never done it before but would like to start a home-based business, okay? That's right. That's right. You could do this and make your little things and have parties. You don't even have to go out of your house. You can have parties or go to your friend's house and have parties. And sell, because I'll tell you, when I tell people, they always admire my jewelry when I'm out and about, and I tell them, they always say, where can I buy that, you know? And right now, but I'm getting there. I'm going to get there. You know, I'm going to get there where I am going to be able to, my thing is I want to be able to sell my wares online. So one of the things that I'm learning is that you have to think in terms of, you know, attracting the people to you who are interested in buying your wares, you know, who want to become a part of your tribe, you know. That's what I heard on the YouTube. Develop a tribe. Okay, so you want to become a part of my tribe, like and subscribe, you know, that kind of thing. So, okay, I'm getting silly. It's time to go. But yes, I'm steady trying to learn and steady trying to, and whatever I learn, I'm going to share. I'm going to share with whoever wants to learn it too. You know, I want us to help each other to think and enjoy life. You know, this is all the joy of life. This is the joy. You know, right here. I'm living the joy. Okay. God has blessed me with the joy, and I'm living it. Yes, indeedy. He's a good God. All right. Okay, so next week, you're going to see. Okay.
I'm not rushing you at all. I just wanted to, I don't know if I can. Hello, everybody. This is me. Hi.
Yeah. Our director.
Thanks for watching. And I was also watching in my office, and we are actually, we're trying out a new piece of equipment to see if it would work very well. And one of the things that I noticed that it seems like their Mama Liz is coming in and out. The light is getting brighter sometimes, and sometimes it gets a little darker. So we're just trying to see if this will actually work. This iPad or this pad, I'm sorry. I like Apple products. This is not an Apple product, but we're just trying to see what will work. So please bear with us. I wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. So we're going to try it one more time and see if we just need to make some adjustments. So please be patient with us, and we'll go from there. We're just trying to make things better.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
Again, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.
All right?
Yes. See you next time. All righty. Okay.